have the option to turn off your own camera, or not turn off, to not show your own camera.
What do you What
So
do
you
you
don't have to
mean?
look at
So
yourself.
you have to
Oh,
look
so
at
you don't
yourself
have to look at
when you
yourself.
talk.
I get you. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't
Yeah.
you want to see what you look like just to make sure you're not like, I don't know, you got like something weird in the shot that you don't want to be there?
I mean, obviously, you would want to like set up your shot correctly before you start, but then after that, you don't need to take up space looking at
Yeah,
yourself.
I mean, I guess not. But what if your cat walks by, in doing something funny or doing something they shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? And it's just on
Yeah, you don't
camera.
want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw away your shot.
Yeah, you never want to
No.
throw away your shot, Mike. What if your cat
I,
is like barfing in your window again and you miss it because you didn't have your camera on?
I mean, I suppose in an instance like that, if I was not in a video call, I would still be looking directly at my screen, not knowing what's going on behind me. So nothing would really change.
I guess fair, but like, do you not see your own screen normally and like notice something behind you?
What, you mean like a reflection or something?
No, I'm just saying, like right now when you're doing this,
Mhm.
you're not looking at all four cameras.
I am looking at all four cameras,
Yeah.
but I don't have to look at my own.
No, I'm
I
saying,
didn't
yeah, I
have that
know.
option before.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like,
Right.
normally without turning your camera off that way, you'd still be looking at your camera. So if your cat was to say, I don't know, throw open your window again, you would see it.
No, not necessarily.
All right, fair, whatever. Listen, I can't be your eyes and ears. Um, Before we get into it, I will say you should both, or Mike and Todd, you should both download Supernatural on Oculus. It's a subscription thing, so you have to pay for it, but you have like a 7-day free trial, so just cancel it. Like just go right into your Oculus settings after and cancel it. That's what I did. But I don't know. If you Mike, you should download it. I don't care. I don't know if you're trying to like work out in VR, but you should download it because it has a very Beat Saber-esque game in it.
I was going to down. I think what happened was at some point that must have been Box VR on PSVR. I think it was the same thing. I have Box VR on my PSVR, and I was looking for it on the Oculus, and the only thing that pulled up was Supernatural.
Mm.
And yeah, that was the reason why I never downloaded it. I'm like, I'm not doing a subscription. I want to buy a game and have a game, even if
Yeah.
it's workout thing. Like I don't.
I don't know if
Yeah,
they're
that's
the
wild.
same
But
thing.
Gym, I'm not gonna pay for this.
$20 a month is a big ask for something like that. Like it's whatever, but like
I mean, yes and no. I mean, people spend shit ton of money on Peloton and then pay for like the Peloton like workout like coaching.
yeah, but like I don't know.
That's what this is. It has
no,
coaches. Like
it's
it's workout routines. Like it is like built workout routines with a trainer. It's not just like
Yeah.
download this game and you play it. It's like there's built workout routines, and as you're doing it, they're like, I mean, obviously it's pre-recorded, but they are like egging you on and giving you tips and like,
Oh, it's pre-recorded. Yeah, that's trash. Yeah, fuck that.
sure, I don't know. It's a very good workout regimen. I've done it the last couple days, and granted, I was breaking Beat Saber. I was adjusting the settings to make it more of a workout game. This is built to be a workout exercise fitness thing, and like it fucking kicks your ass. And you can put the intensity lower. There's high, medium, and low. And I tried to do high off the bat, and I was like, oh no, not even close. So I've been doing medium, and like you can pick. They have like you would like it, Todd, because they have way more current music or just way more like music that isn't like made for Beat Saber or like non like more mainstream stuff, and they have it like segmented into like I've been doing the hip hop workouts, and it's like DMX, like Snoop Dogg,
What's the
like
game called again?
Supernatural. I wouldn't even really call it a game. Like it is a fitness app, but there's boxing, stretching / yoga, and then I think it's called Waves, which is like the Beat Saber thing, which it functions pretty much like Beat Saber, but it's a little bit different where your strikes need to go in a specific direction, and it's not as like quick as Beat Saber. Like there's not like as many notes because it's more on like they want you to extend your arms all the way and not like flick your wrists around, even though like it does get fast if you play on the higher intensities. And it's also 360 motion, which Beat Saber I know has like the 180. Is there a 360 mode now?
There was only 180 on PSVR, but in
okay.
the Oculus and stuff, you can do there are certain songs that do 360.
Interesting. Yeah, it's good. It's a good workout thing. Like if you're into Oculus to work out, I haven't really dabbled into too many other like workout specific things, but I downloaded this on a whim, checked it out. Again, at the bare minimum, do the 7-day free trial. It will automatically charge you if you don't cancel it. So you need to just go into your Oculus settings. There's like a tab under your account for subscriptions and just cancel it. And then you can still ride out the full 7 days without it like whatever. It just won't charge you in 7 days. I don't know. It's pretty good though. Good music in there. Anyways, welcome everyone to the Pass Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we talk about VR too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Sunday evening is the anime senpai himself, Mr. Michael Desir. Mike, how are you doing over there?
Yeah.
How's
you see that?
No, see what?
Huh?
I didn't see.
I was going to say, did you see that Scream was a #1 at the box office this weekend?
Oh,
Finally.
fuck Spider-Man. Spider-Man getting dunked on.
Spider-Man. #2. That's all I got.
Good. Hopefully it keeps pushing it down and it makes it come out to streaming somewhere faster.
Right.
I doubt that's going to happen, but one can dream.
There's already a date.
How many this works?
There is a date?
Yep.
What's the
Yeah,
date?
the end of February.
February 20-something.
28.
That's not terrible. That's not far away.
That's terrible.
No, it's not.
far
That's
away.
sooner than fucking... That feels sooner than Eternals.
It's over another month and a half. It's like a month and a half.
Bro,
away.
it'll be here before you know it. Wait, so it's like February 20-something? That's the week of my birthday. Perfect. I'm getting a large popcorn.
I think it's like the ending of February.
Woo! It's going to be great. Also joining us is the Fortnite father, Mr. Todd Gary. Shit's getting scary. How are you doing, Todd? Oh, shit. He just pulled up fucking... It's a pretty good mic. It's a pretty good mic.
Fucking go. Let's go, baby.
Rounding us out is the Disney daddy, Dominic 40. Dom, how are you doing?
It still made 20 million this weekend.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
I know.
an evergreen
I know.
movie. I mean,
I
it's
know.
gonna that thing's gonna just keep cashing in checks.
I mean, I think it's gonna make 20 for like the next couple weeks still, probably.
What's crazier is that what I was reading, Eternals made another, several thousand this weekend.
Eternals is still in theaters.
There are some theaters still playing Eternals.
I mean, I
some
guess
people that decided, you know what, I'll go see it.
I guess there's just
in
probably
theaters.
not a lot of movies out in theaters, right? No.
I don't know. Nothing crazy. Like,
but
nothing like
nothing like
Yeah.
normal. It's not
Yeah.
like normal flow of movies to theaters. I'd imagine. I have no idea. I'm just assuming that there isn't a like normal trickle of movies into cinemas right now.
Spider-Man is now number 5 all-time domestic.
Wow. Do you think it will crack the top 3?
It's number 8 worldwide all-time.
You think
But
it
I
will?
think it'll crack the top 3.
Or I guess if it's only 8 world. So wait, is 8 worldwide include domestic numbers? Like,
Yes,
is
the
that?
United States is part of the world?
I didn't know if you meant like
We're better than
the
that.
international number,
We're better
because
than the
like
world.
no, like Box Office Mojo separates the two, and then it does a cumulative one. I don't know if you're looking at like.
Oh no, yeah.
So I guess then for like the overall number, do you think it's gonna hit the top 5?
For worldwide,
Yeah.
I don't know. It would still have to make 400 million to get to Infinity War. I think the problem right now is that Mike, you said China is still not in theaters, right? Or
I didn't say it, but I do think that was the case.
there's a big market. It's either China or India, or one of the big markets is like still isn't open.
Oh.
So it's making these numbers without like one of the bigger markets in the world.
That's pretty wild. And is that because theaters aren't open over there, or because it just hasn't released over there?
I think it's because theaters haven't opened over there.
Interesting. Damn, that's actually a wild number. If with that caveat, that's kind of bonkers. I could see that then, like this being the movie that Marvel decides later this year to be like, oh, things are a little bit more open now. Let's throw this back in theaters and try to crack out this number. I could see them doing that, or I guess Sony, whoever, Disney's Sony, whoever the fuck is
They're all in cahoots
over there wrangling these checks up. Yeah. So we got a nice little episode for you tonight, but I guess we'll roll into a couple of housekeeping things before we get into the mix of things. The first
No Way Home, No Way Home and Let There Be Carnage still have no China release date.
Interesting. Does Morbius? You got him.
Yeah.
Fucking got him. Morbius, a movie I have no fucking interest in. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I know.
Nothing about that looks interesting
that
to
movie,
me.
if like reviews come out and say it's like amazing, that's going to be the only thing that makes me want to see that movie.
No,
highly unlikely.
I can't see a world. I haven't watched the Venom movies. I don't see myself watching Morbius before I see either of the Venom movies. Are there 3 Venom movies or just 2?
No, just 2.
Just the 2.
Are they making a third one?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is Tom Hardy signed on already for multiple movies or no? Or more movies, I guess? I don't know what his contract looks like.
I thought 3 more. Isn't that what they said? But they wanted to make it more grounded and not like.
I saw 6 seasons in a movie, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I have not read into his contract for that. I don't really care about it, but I know the first one did well. The second one didn't do as good, but I think it probably did well enough that they would say, "Yeah, we'll do another one."
Why are you not on board with Feige saying that Tom Hardy's Venom is iconic, Mike?
Wait, Tom Feige said that?
I don't know who Tom Feige is. He may have said it. But yes, Kevin Feige. I read an interview. I mean, I read the words on a paper. So maybe.
So that's just their way of getting it into the Marvel universe without like all the hate, and they're like, that's going to be like.
He said something like, I'm so excited to one day, maybe see Tom Hardy's iconic Venom team up with Tom Holland. I'm like, okay, sure. Iconic.
I suppose iconic is a word.
Yeah, it's definitely a word.
Yeah. So I don't think
I do like the dichotomy between Eddie and Venom. I still haven't seen the second one, so
Venom.
Yeah, the second one's more the first. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely more the first. So
it's like it definitely has a lot of like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, right? Yes.
I don't know anything about any of this stuff. Anyways, this episode of the Pass Control Podcast is sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty. If you're in the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore of Massachusetts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening, you want yourself something hot, something special, something sweet and tasty, fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. But if you're like me and you don't want to head out of your house or go anywhere or see people or interact face to face, you can do what I do. And you can go right to their website or right to their social media at Goodnight Fatty and get yourself a delicious drop of cookies dropped off right on your porch. You don't even have to contact free, see anybody, deal with anybody, pay over the internet. It's a wonderful time. Wonderful way to get some hot, delicious treats delivered to your door. So if you do head down, let them know Pass Controller sent you and enjoy yourself some tasty treats. A couple other things. The PTC Movie Club for January is my pick, and I left it up to you out there on the internet, and you chose Django Unchained. So
I told you, like, that's the only downside of putting a vote, because there's always one movie that I know I'm picking for, and some of them are kind of just random. But there's always just like that one movie that I'm like, this one's gonna win. I mean,
it wasn't this blowout vote. It wasn't like
I'm actually surprised Manchester by the Sea got as many votes as it did, to be honest with you.
I don't even think Manchester by the Sea was number 2. I'm pretty sure My Private Idaho was number 2 for the results.
Oh, but no,
I think
it was
so.
Manchester by the Sea.
Oh, then it must have changed towards the end because it definitely was closer the other way initially.
There's too many people that are young that don't even know what My Private Idaho is. They're probably like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is this? What is this, from 1960? 1940?
Keanu's not that old, but... Yeah, so we will watch Django Unchained. We'll talk about it at the end of the month. So if you are interested in watching that movie or you haven't seen it before or you want to revisit it and you have seen it, feel free to take a chance at watching it again. I believe it is streaming on. I looked it up and I already forget. I believe it's streaming on either HBO or Amazon. I believe.
I think Django's on Netflix.
That's on
It is
Netflix.
on
I know
there,
it's
yeah.
somewhere. I looked it up. I apologize. I wish I had the information in front of me, and I don't. If you
I
want,
think it's Netflix.
if you want to believe Mike and Dom, it's on Netflix. So there you go. I feel like I had other housekeeping things, but we're just gonna roll right into it. So tonight's episode, I
Wait,
figured
are we watching Django or Django Unchained?
Django Unchained.
That's a very important distinction.
I said Django Unchained.
Okay.
Wait, what's
Am I missing?
Django?
The spaghetti western that the movie is like not based on, but
Interesting.
It's like a loose. I wouldn't call it a remake, but it's
yeah.
yeah.
Wait, can we just clarify this? You think Brendan's picking Django?
No, I didn't. But
I mean, to be fair, I also really didn't want to pick Django Unchained. So,
I'm glad you got it though. Is this your first Quentin Tarantino movie that you'll actually finish? Besides, yeah, we talked about.
I
this
mean,
first.
I've seen Inglourious Bastards in its entirety. But I think, like, I have seen all of that movie, but I think I have seen all of that movie in separate sittings. But I've definitely seen the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then I think that's probably it. Like, I've probably seen scenes from Kill Bill and scenes from Pulp Fiction, but I think that's it for Quentin Tarantino movies. So, there's that. So, without further ado, I figured it would be a good time. Actually, Dom texted me about this to do an episode in January about the things we're excited for 2022, games, movies, TV, whatever it may be. So I guess we'll leave games for the final portion. So TV wise, has anyone got anything they're excited that's coming back or airing for the first time this year? I have a couple things. I don't know if anyone else has stuff set aside they wanted to speak about.
I don't even know what's coming out this year, to be honest with you.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out. I mean, Boys season
Probably
3.
Cobra Kai.
I don't know if Cobra Kai
Cobra
has a
Kai.
new season coming out this year.
probably.
It definitely will because they already finished filming it, so I feel like that'll probably be sooner than later.
Well, you guys are gathering your thoughts. For me, like probably the top of my list are I'm very excited. I don't think it has a date yet, but I'm very excited for the Halo TV show. I'm not very excited for the fact that I have to download Paramount Plus to watch it. But hopefully there's maybe a Game Pass free trial or something that
Is Spielberg still involved in that? Or is
I believe
that not
so.
Spielberg?
Yeah, I believe so. What his involvement is though is who knows. It could just be
Yeah.
it could just be like we're tying his name to it, but like how involved is he? Who knows? And then I don't really know what to expect by it, but I'm excited for it nonetheless. Hopefully it's good. Lord of the Rings on Amazon. I think that's
What is
high
it
on
covering?
I don't know if it's just retelling.
Oh, really? That's
I
kinda
thought
cool.
it took place before. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's retelling the trilogy. I could have sworn it was a different era.
I mean, you may be right.
Middle-earth.
I feel like it's just been in the works for so long now, and it's Lord of the Rings. So like, I'm just gonna watch it when it comes out. Like, I don't need to know, I guess, more about it. I'm just gonna watch it. Mando season 3, I'm excited for. And for Marvel shows, we have
Moon Knight,
and
Yeah,
She-Hulk.
but,
I don't know if
She-Hulk,
I don't know if there's a third or fourth one.
Secret
I think
Invasion should be this year.
Marvel too, right?
Miss Marvel should
Miss
be
Marvel
this
as
year.
well, yeah. So I mean, I'm always excited for those shows. I'm looking forward to those.
I Am Groot might be this year too.
That one I might not be super excited for. That's animated, right? Yeah. There's also, I believe, the Obi-Wan show is this year.
Kenobi should be this year.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Mando's still top of my list for Star Wars shows. I think there's another Star Wars show,
Is there
Andor.
Aren't they making this?
Andor would be this year, yeah.
What'd you say, Todd?
Actually, Kenobi might be next year. Andor is this year, though.
I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but Ahsoka or whatever, isn't she supposed to have a
Ahsoka's
show?
getting
too?
a show, yeah.
I don't think it's this year, though. I looked up a list of things that are supposed to be this year, and Obi was on it.
Kenobi is this year.
Yeah. There's also House of the Dragon, which I don't know if you Game of Thrones sickos are looking forward to that.
Don't care. Fuck Game of Thrones.
Boys season 3, Bridgerton season 2. I know how much you guys love Bridgerton. I did watch Bridgerton, so
Yeah.
I'll watch the second season, I guess.
Fraggle Rock's coming back.
I just saw that. It's this Friday.
Like a
too.
new
We're
show?
watching today with the kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
HBO
shit!
Max.
I
It's
fucking love
Friday,
Fraggle
yeah.
Rock.
Mike, you know what else is coming back this year? Clone High.
Oh, you're bullshitting me. Let me see.
Is Ted Lasso season 3 this year too, or is that?
I don't
not?
think it's been announced when that is coming out. The Walking Dead final season. I don't know how that show is still on.
How is that still? Yeah,
I don't know.
Not only is that they're doing a final season, but they definitely have like 2 or 3 other spin-offs in the works.
Yeah, are
So,
there like 2 movies featuring like Rick Grimes that they're supposed to come out with, like to tie them together?
Yeah.
Yeah, Walking Dead
Sorry.
final season, but that doesn't mean that we're not getting more seasons of
Fear the
Fear of
Walking
the
Dead.
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead and another show that they were working on.
Wait, is Fear the
Yeah,
Walking
show
Dead
with-
still on? There's no way.
I think so.
What?
I think so.
Did this-
I
did-
wasn't
did-
watching it.
Does this show still pull in
But I-
numbers?
I don't think it pulls in the
Must.
numbers that it used to, but I
No,
still think it does.
no, of course
relatively
not. That
well.
would-
It does
I
relatively well.
I feel like nothing pulls in the numbers that Walking Dead in its height does anymore. I don't know if they really release numbers for streaming shows. I feel like those are like different.
That's different.
Yeah.
They're doing I think they're doing a Carol and Daryl spinoff, right? Is Carol her name?
Yeah,
Carol and
Are they
Daryl.
really?
Carol and Daryl.
Yeah. And yeah, what else? They had that other show too that focused on teens, but I don't know if that one's getting picked up anymore. I forget what it was called. What was it called? It definitely wasn't called A Different World. That was an entirely different show, but I feel like it was close to that.
World Beyond.
World Beyond. There it is.
Interesting.
Dom, is Party Down this year?
Yeah, it
Yep.
should be, right?
Hey, what is Party
I think-
Down? That sounds familiar. What is that?
That was the show with
Adam Scott
Adam Scott,
and Martin
Lizzie
Short.
Kaplan-
Not Martin Short. Martin Starr and
Martin Starr.
Lizzie
Lizzie
Kaplan
was on.
and
Jane.
Yep,
I forget her last name.
Jane
Tall blonde
Lynch.
woman.
Jane Lynch
Lynch. Yep.
and I feel
That
like there
kid
was
from
more people.
Undeclared.
Oh, and Megan Mullally.
Yep. I feel like she only showed up when Jane Lynch wasn't on, right?
Yeah. I think she was the second season.
She was like, yeah.
What show is this for?
Party Down. It was a
Party
show
Down?
about a bunch of like aspiring actors that were doing a catering job in Hollywood. And Adam Scott's character was the main character. He was
Oh, Ken
his
Marino's in it,
character.
too.
Yeah, Ken Marino was in
it
it. His whole thing was that he was on a very popular commercial. Like everyone.
He was
knew
essentially
this commercial.
yeah. He was essentially like the universe's like 7-Up guy, or
No.
Yeah.
or like he was like in a beer commercial and had like a up
A
yours
catchphrase.
yeah
Oh, the
catchphrase.
cast is like really good. It's got J.K.
Yeah.
That
Simmons.
was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got
There's a ton of people in it.
Yeah.
Yo, anything with J.K. Simmons, Todd fucking drops his pants and he's like, "All right,
Yo,
give it to me."
Gurgle.
He fucking loves J.K. Simmons. It's like it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, I'm not listen. That's fine. I'm just saying, Todd's J.K. Simmons is like Todd's actual Jake Gyllenhaal. Like that's the actual Jake Gyllenhaal in Todd's life.
I think, yeah, like no, he's up there.
Like
He's up there.
J.K. Simmons has Todd's red scarf.
I mean, Jay Gyllenhaal's kind of. We talked about this before, but he's questioning me with some of his decisions on movies he's been doing recently. So he's probably fallen out of the light.
Oh, here we go. Todd 2022. Todd's picks are all J.K. Simmons movies. You're watching. We watching Hardline, not Hardline. Fucking Whiplash. Yeah, drum movie.
Drumline.
He
Yeah.
was not going to get there. He was never going to get there.
Does anyone else have TV shows before we move into movies?
Oh yeah, I forgot Paul Rudd is attached to this show too. He
cool.
wrote it,
Interesting.
and it was directed by Fred Savage.
Oh, nice.
Mike, any
I feel like Fred appeared in the show.
And David
Huh?
Wayne,
Probably.
who's like another.
He-
David
I
Wayne's
think-
another state guy that's in it, or directs it.
Yeah, he Wet Hot American Summer and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Mike, any anime seasons dropping or new shows dropping this year that everyone's favorite segment, Mike's Anime Minute, that's getting the Anime Senpai all hot and bothered?
Mike, can you watch Arcane to tell me that it's actually good, so we can just like make Brenden force
Listen,
him to finish it and watch?
I know I'm in the minority here, at least according to Twitter. So like, that's fine. I'm also in the minority. I'm playing through Horizon Zero Dawn. The game's not that good. So like, that's a whole other episode for a different day.
A whole other thing.
I
So
saw
Anime Senpai, what are you thinking?
I don't want to go too far off topic, but I saw people being like, "Yeah, maybe the game's just not for you," and I'm like, "No, it's not just that. It's like that's just like being like way too like diplomatic, you know, like that. You know, like we can't like glare over some of the things that are really bad with this game, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be. I usually agree with 90% of what the community and what reviewers agree with for the most part.
Mhm.
This is just one of those games that just has me scratching my head. Like I just don't get it. I don't get it. I get the concept. I think the concept is amazing. I think it's like such a cool idea, but I think it's implemented horribly. Like everything about that game is just.
We could talk about Horizon Zero Dawn in February when the sequel comes out. Or when I finish this game.
I don't know if I'm gonna buy it now. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna. I was.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to buy it. I'm probably not gonna. Probably not, unless you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know me. I say I'm not gonna buy it, then it's fucking like that day it comes out. I'm like, do I buy it?
You're gonna buy it. You buy everything.
Right, exactly.
But Anime Senpai, what are you thinking? Anything hot, getting you hot and bothered?
I don't know. The final season of Attack on Titan started last weekend.
Oh,
yo, that new theme song's a banger too. By the way,
it's something.
See, Todd just bases his he loves Arcane because it's got that Imagine Dragons song. He likes Attack on Titan because it's got that banger. See how banger was what got his attention, Mike? He's all about those bangers.
I really liked Attack on Titan. It just I don't know what stopped me from watching it, but I think there's so many episodes that I'm like, fuck, I got to commit to this for like a couple weeks to get through all this. You know, like it's not something I can just watch in a week.
Yeah,
just pull a me. Watch it in 3 days. Watch 4 seasons of a TV show in 3 days.
I mean, I did watch 5 episodes of Ted Lasso last night, so you know
it's a fucking good show. It's a real fucking good show.
Although I'll say this, I knew exactly that it was going to be the way it's going to be because
it's gonna throw some curveballs at you.
I'm sure, but I'm not like I feel like there's no way they'll ever compare. I'm sure season 2 is good, but I feel like there's no way they will ever reach. So far, I'm only on episode 5.
Just watch the show. You can watch the whole show, and then we can have this conversation because you'll see. It's a really good show. Any other anime, Mike, that you're excited about this year?
Nothing I can think of offhand because I have not been paying attention. At some point, hopefully the Jujutsu Kaisen movie gets released in the U.S. That's all I got.
All right, fair.
I'm waiting for that.
Fair. What about?
I haven't started Peacemaker yet.
Oh, that just came out this week, right?
I watched the first 2 episodes. I enjoy it so far.
People are saying the intro is very good. The intro to the show is very good. I keep seeing people say, "I'll never skip the intro to this show."
That's Arcane. That's Arcane. That's not Peacemaker.
Is Pam and Tommy a series?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I'm interested in watching that. Yeah. And then I just found out. I'm just reading about Donald Glover is co-creating and starring in a Mr. and Mrs. Smith remake.
I did know about that. Is that supposed to come out this year?
Apparently.
Isn't it him? It's him and who? I forget who the other person is. I'm pretty sure he is playing.
It was supposed to be Phoebe Waller-Bridge, but apparently she dropped out.
Oh, that stinks.
She would have been perfect for that. Oh man, that sucks.
I know. Fleabag, fucking great show. Watch that show. If you haven't seen Fleabag, everyone needs to watch that show. It's so fucking good.
Bel Air is confusing to me, so I'll definitely try to catch the first couple episodes.
I don't know. That trailer does nothing for me.
Yeah, it does nothing for me either. And I get like that. There's a lot of people that trailer is gonna people are gonna love it, but yeah, for me personally, I just don't know. I mean, I kind of like that they're not trying to be.
Is Will Smith producing the show?
Yes, yeah, he's involved in it. I kind of like that they're taking it down a different road because I feel like why are you gonna try to go against something that's already been like?
It's just a weird thing to kind of attack, only because I feel like Fresh Prince is just such like an iconic show. Like it's just
the actress playing Aunt V literally seems like she's mimicking Aunt V's like voice and everything. It was like to the T of what she was.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good.
Which Aunt Viv though?
I was gonna say, well, they better in like season 3 or 4 if it goes that far.
Just replace her.
Just replace her for no reason.
Yes, they have to.
Did you watch SNL last night?
I did watch SNL last night.
I just want to bring up the Family Matters bit. That
was pretty good. Mike historically doesn't watch SNL, but he's bringing it up and also dropping
it's
sketch
so bad.
names.
It's on YouTube today.
Yeah, because
That's still watching SNL though. That's still watching it.
Yeah, but he didn't say he laughed.
All right, it's fair. Fucking, he got me. You got me.
Last of Us is this year.
Probably,
I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know if it has a date. If that, I'm excited for that. If that
I
is
think they're
coming.
already done filming, to be honest with you. And they just hired a girl to play what's her name's girlfriend. So like they're definitely probably moving on to season 2 and getting that going.
I mean,
Ellie's
maybe I
girlfriend
don't fucking
from
know.
like the one from like the DLC from the first game.
She's in the original game. Why wouldn't she just be in the first season of the show?
Wait, was she in the? Wait, she is.
I mean, the DLC like takes place.
Oh yeah,
then.
yeah, I got you. Yeah, but they're gonna drive. They need to stretch this out. Do you think they're gonna kill Joel
That's
anytime soon?
That's like
Bro,
what?
2 years into this. Come on. Stop.
Yeah, but like Dom hasn't
anyone
played the
that-
game. What the fuck? What are you doing?
I think we've already talked about it.
Yeah,
It's like,
That's wow. Okay.
wait, that's like 3 years old now, almost. We're going on 3 years. If you haven't played Last of Us 2
no.
and 3, this April.
Todd,
or
The
this
Last of Us
May-
2 came out last year.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did. The Last of Us
prove you
2
wrong.
came out at the end of the PS4. The PS5 came out last year. Last of
Yeah,
Us
we're
2
on
came
year
out
2
last
of-
year.
I've already beaten it 3 times. There's no way I played through that game in less than like a year and a half.
Year and a half then? It's a year and a half. It's not 3 years. I don't know what planet you're on. It came out during COVID.
2020. Yes, it came out the first year of COVID. We're on year 3. We're starting year 3 of COVID right now.
What is happening? It came out in like June or July of 2020.
yeah, so a year and a half.
Year and a half. 3 years. What planet are you on?
Atlanta's getting a new season.
Yes.
I
have to finish
still
season
haven't
2.
watched any of Euphoria, but
I
it
haven't
seems
either. I really
interesting.
want to. Yeah.
Yeah, that has a new season.
That's already on now.
Yeah, Marvelous Miss Maisel is getting a new season.
I love that show. That's another slept on show. The show was so fucking good.
Stranger Things in the summer. I don't know how that show's still in the air.
Well, it's not. It's on Netflix.
Well, I guess it's not on the air.
Yeah, like what's the timetable between the last season ending and the new season?
I
How
feel
long
like
is it?
that last season had ended.
That was like 3 years ago.
I don't have a. Yeah, I mean, you might be right because I remember
Yeah, right.
I didn't finish the season, but around the time the season had ended or before the season had ended, I watched the Hellboy movie starring David Harbour in theaters.
Yeah,
just to put all that in perspective. The theater was empty, not because of any COVID thing. It was just just an empty theater.
I think David Harbour was a good pick for that role, but I just think that movie was fucking garbage.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Honestly, I mean, unpopular opinion. I think Stranger Things is garbage minus season 1, and I think that
I'm not gonna
11
fight
is
you.
a horrible, horrible actress. The girl who plays 11, I don't think she's a good actress.
I'm not gonna fight you.
She was good at
What
being
else
afraid
did
of
I see her
Godzilla.
in?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. I saw her in that. That movie was so weird. There was a part where she was running through Fenway and like a large piece of debris fell on her. And I thought it was going to be a thing. I thought she got injured, but she
all
was
of a sudden
fine.
she starts going like this and like lifts it off of her. Her nose starts bleeding.
Yeah. I need to watch Atlanta. I haven't watched any of that show, and I need to.
I watched the first season. I thought it was great. And
Yeah.
I just don't know what
I watched
happened
the
after
season,
that.
yeah.
I need to watch it.
New season of Westworld as well.
Oh wow, really? Jesus,
I know it's
you
been
know
like
what?
3
It's a
years
small
since the last
trailer for
season of that.
Yeah, it's been a while. I can't remember a lot of the plot points from season 2
I didn't watch season 3. I got halfway through
or season
2.
3.
I don't think I think I might have finished season 1 and then never went back to it. I don't know. For movies, I don't know. At least for me, I mean, obviously the MCU stuff, Thor, Black Panther, which I
I feel like we're getting so much MCU stuff this year.
Yeah, we really are. Is Black
Well,
Panther
it's slated, I guess.
still slated for this year, or did it get pushed out?
I would imagine it got pushed out because they're still.
It's still on the slate for this year.
Yeah,
There's been no announcement that it's gotten delayed.
Yeah, Thor is supposed to be July 8th. Black Panther is supposed to be November 11th. Knives Out 2, which I feel like I didn't know was going to be a Netflix movie, which that's exciting.
Oh really?
I mean, great. I can
thought
watch
the
it when it
first
comes
one
out.
was
That's
super
great.
average.
Huh? Oh, I love
That's
Knives
another-
Out. I think Knives Out
Yeah.
is fucking phenomenal.
I think it's super predictable, and I just didn't. You know, I
Bro,
like
we
the
get it. You got a
ensemble
big
cast.
brain. Oh my god.
I
All
liked
that
it,
Rick
so,
and
okay.
Morty.
But people blew that movie because I got excited because they said it was like very much like with the director's name, Rain Johnson, going back to like his roots with like Brick. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Brick, which I think
No,
is
we
like one
don't.
of
We
his
don't.
best
We
movies.
don't. We don't.
Yeah.
Fucking go into deep dives on directors' fucking archives like you do.
I'm looking at the movies right now though. There's not
Todd
much.
loves JGL though. That's why. That's why he loves that movie.
The Batman's probably my most anticipated movie next year.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman. The Batman. What else do I want to watch?
I don't know.
besides
There's
the
a lot of
Kirby
movies
stuff?
that I'm excited for this year.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man
What else?
Across the Spider-Verse is gonna be fucking dope. I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
that tidbit about every
The
time
art?
they
Yeah.
every
Oh,
time
yeah.
they change universes, it's gonna be a different art style. That is like super fucking cool to me. I hope it's all still really good though, because I think part of what made the first Spider-Verse so good is that it was like a new style of animation. Like, isn't it like a brand new style of animation that Sony owns?
They did something. They did
Yeah.
do something unique for it.
Yeah.
I
So,
forget
like-
exactly what it
Too,
is, but
in the Miles Morales game, there's a power up you get that makes the game play like that animation that I just got the other day for the first time, like a year after playing it.
Like, it
So,
makes the
and I'm
whole game look that way, or just the
it makes
suit?
the whole game look like that.
Wait,
Everything
what?
around you, the fighting, dude, it's nuts. Like I've left it on now because Liam's been playing through it from the beginning, and I'm just like, this is amazing. I'm like, this makes this game because
Huh.
I remember I got the suit, and I was like, oh, that's cool. The suit's pretty cool. But then you put on this filter, and you're like, oh, okay, this is really cool now. Yeah, play that, Brenden. You got it.
Yeah, I mean, I might. I mean, they should just make that a mode in the game that you can turn on from the start, because I feel like everyone
Right.
would fucking play that game if that
Yeah, I
was
was
the
very
case.
surprised that like I never knew about it.
But I mean, I'd be lying if I say top of my list. Maybe not the tippity top, but like, I'll tell you right
Alright.
now, I need things to get. Listen, if you're fucking listening to this right now and you're not vaccinated, fuck you and go get vaccinated, because by December 21st, I need to feel safe enough going into a movie theater so I can see fucking Chris Pratt as Super Mario. The worst part about that movie is Chris Pratt being Super Mario, but I want to see that movie in a theater so fucking bad. Please, COVID, go away. Jesus, get fucking vaccinated. Do what you gotta do.
I know we ripped on it earlier, but I will go see Morbius.
I'm
Yeah.
going to see Morbius as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that, Mike.
I will probably go see Jackass in theaters.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I'm gonna see Sonic 2. That's gonna be Liam's first movie. As long
Sonic,
as,
yeah,
everything-
yeah.
Sonic too.
as long as everything's under control, as we start getting closer to the warmer weather, that'll be the first movie I've seen in probably like 3 years.
3 years. I'm gonna be so. Part of me will be so mad if the first time I go back to the movies
It's
after
Sonic 2.
COVID
I think
is
it's the
Sonic
last
2,
time.
because the last movie I saw was Sonic 1. Oh,
The worst.
fuck. Is Sonic gonna save my life? Is he gonna be what brings me back to movie theaters?
You're like, I couldn't wait.
We're getting a new Top Gun this year.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
Are
Did
we
that
sure
get
about
pushed
that?
back?
Is that still on the docket?
I feel like it got
It
pushed
has a
back.
date of May 27th on this thing.
It makes sense. I feel like they've been done with that movie for a while. That's another one of those movies that's kind of been just in limbo.
That was one of those movies that was definitely promoted before the pandemic hit. It was like, yeah, this summer, and they would play the theme, and I was like, oh, I never watched the first Top Gun.
Oh, I'm waiting for the black phone too. Wait, is that
Avatar
even-
2.
I mean,
Oh,
listen,
I can't wait to see the reception on that. I can't wait to see how little money that makes. I don't care how
Avatar
much they
2?
do to that movie.
it's not gonna.
Yeah.
That movie is not gonna do what
Oh, I know.
they are anticipating
That's
that
what I'm
movie to
saying.
do.
we trash that movie so much, despite having no evidence about
Rightfully
it.
so.
I'm so upset when it does super well.
You know
I'm
what?
just
It
like,
does.
What-
Honestly, if
what-
it does well,
what-
I'd be happy for them.
What month is that supposed to come out?
I don't know.
Well, plan accordingly, because whoever's pick that month is, you still can pick your movie, but we're also watching the first Avatar leading up to that fucking sequel, because we need to all just revisit as a group Avatar and see. I don't think my opinion is going to change
watching
that
it at home
movie,
is going to
but
be trash. Like the only appealing thing
What?
of that movie was watching it on a big screen.
is there a way to watch that movie in 3D now?
yeah,
easily?
Nintendo 3DS.
I guess you're right. All right, I'm gonna just the way James Cameron wants you to watch it on your Nintendo
Yeah.
3DS.
When did that release? That first one?
13 years ago, 12 years ago.
Wait,
Like
that
2009
long?
or 2007.
Yo, that's
one or
insane.
the
What,
other.
like, has he done anything else since then?
James Cameron?
James Cameron?
Didn't he do
Yeah.
Transformers? Didn't he do all those movies?
No,
Who am I
was
thinking
Michael
of?
Bay.
I'm thinking of
You're
You're
fucking
thinking of Michael Bay.
Michael
That was
Bay.
Michael
Yeah,
Bay.
Explosion Man.
James Cameron might have been tied.
Can you do Titanic too?
Wait, there's a sequel?
He might have executive produced one or more of
Wait,
the.
didn't he do Aquaman?
Terminators, maybe. Yeah.
I think he did Aquaman with what's his face?
The guy from my Entourage. I know what you're going
Yeah.
for. I got it. I
Okay.
didn't watch Entourage, but I understood it.
Are there
Yeah, he hasn't done shit.
are there any other movies anyone wants to touch on before we move into games?
Yeah, I feel like there are. We talked
Wait,
about the MCU movies. Lightyear.
Are you excited
I'll
for
be
that,
going
Dom?
to
As
see
a
that.
as a big Pixar Toy Story person, are you excited for that movie or no?
I'm curious to see what it is. Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely something different.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a thing to me. I don't know. It's
Yeah, I like the idea that they're basing it off of the real guy or whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Like,
You know, like
they're like reverse engineering Toy Story essentially.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Nope. I'll probably go see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen both
Definitely, I
of
can't wait
his
for that.
in theaters so far.
I need to
Honestly,
see
I think
more
his second
before
movie. I think
commit
his second
to it.
movie is like so underrated. I think personally, I think a lot of
I don't
people
know.
hated it for no reason.
I didn't care for us that much.
Yeah.
No, I think
Me and Mike saw it in theaters, and I don't think I've revisited it. But yeah,
No.
I remember having a lot of problems with it when we left the
the
theater.
main actress like is so good in that movie though, and that twist is actually pretty good in that movie.
Was it really a twist?
I mean, no, but
oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot
it
about
definitely
like
was.
the very end. There was a
Yeah.
twist.
Black Adam.
Is that next year?
It
This
should be
year.
this year, yeah. Mike,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
in
this year.
2022.
Dude, I don't know what the hell's going on.
New Mission Impossible. Mike, I'm sure you're excited for that.
That's true.
Mike's a big
That's
MI
true.
guy.
I didn't realize we're getting a new Halloween movie too.
yeah, I just saw that too. Yeah,
Really?
it's gonna be the
Yeah,
final of that
Halloween
guy's
Ends.
trilogy. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Hocus Pocus 2 is this year.
Ugh.
All right.
Stupid.
I'm down.
Flash should be this year too.
I will say
I'm
about
down excited for it.
Hocus Pocus 2. I don't know how much of that movie was actually filmed here or actively being filmed in Massachusetts and in Salem, but I will say at the bare minimum, it is very cool that they are gonna have like certain scenes and like advertising for actual Salem businesses in the movie, and I thought that was cool.
That's cool. Yeah,
Even though they filmed it all in like Rhode Island.
Yeah, it's probably mostly filmed somewhere else, but I thought it was cool that they were like gonna feature local businesses.
Creed 3 is also supposed to be this year.
I didn't watch the
Definitely
first
some
two.
movies. Is there
And also
you-
most of
isn't
the
there a new
Rockies.
Aquaman movie also supposed to come out this year?
Yes.
Love Jason Momoa.
I am actually excited for Flash to see what their idea is.
I just want to see Michael Keaton back. That's all. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea of them rebooting everything. I hope that's the case. And you're gonna have Ben Affleck in it as Batman. You're gonna have like the multiverse of Batmans, basically.
Yeah, it's essentially their multiverse of
Yeah.
madness or their whatever. No way.
Instead of Spider-Man,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
I don't know. Best superhero movie coming out this year, I'm gonna call it right now, is Morbius.
the Batman. The Batman, hands down.
Morbius.
I think the Batman's gonna be a
So,
big deal.
Jared Leto is gonna fucking steal the show.
Regardless, we know the best superhero movie this year is going to involve bats in some capacity. That's all we know.
False. Because the best superhero movie this year is gonna be by far Spider-Verse 2.
Doctor Strange.
Oh fuck, Doctor Strange. I mean,
Doctor Strange is this year.
I hope Doctor
Guardians
Strange
3
is good.
might also be this year.
Guardians 3?
Yeah.
It's on the slate for this year.
There
I
is
think
so
it's
much
wrapped on
MCU this
Zelda?
year. That means
I don't know.
Thor, Guardians.
Yes,
Morbius.
The problem is that the MCU schedule for this year doesn't make any sense.
It's gonna get messed around with. Black Panther's probably must have gotten delayed because
Yeah, with
with all the stuff going on with
Yeah.
Letitia Wright.
All right. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, May 6th. Thor: Love and Thunder, July 8th. Wakanda Forever, November 11th. Moon Knight 2022, She-Hulk 2022, Miss Marvel 2022, Guardians. Oh, the holiday special is this year.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
The Marvels, February of 2023.
Because they're
Guardians
filming
Guardians
right
3
now.
has a date. It's May 5th, 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're filming it. That's crazy, actually. So it's going to take a full year after they film that movie, which is kind of like
What?
crazy.
Guardians?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that might just be because the schedule's already set.
Yeah.
We're also getting the Guardians coaster this year, so I'm excited for that.
Guardians what?
Roller coaster at Disney.
Oh.
I was gonna say like for your drink to piss Todd off. Anyways, so a lot of movies, a lot of TV coming out, but I feel like most importantly, the games. I get all my picks kind of pulled out here. I don't know if anyone else has a running list or things they're excited about, but I can run through mine to start. So like in January, in 2 weeks, we get Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I can't wait for. Nobody Saves the World comes out next week, which is the new game from Drinkbox Studios, the people behind Guacamelee. It's like a action RPG that looks very interesting. February is a stacked month for a lot of people.
It's like I don't know, minus Horizon. I mean,
it's a stacked month. It has so many things in it, but like most of it is stuff I'm probably not gonna play. Like I didn't put Elden Ring on my list, but Elden Ring is coming out in February. I'm probably gonna play Elden Ring because I think we're gonna all play it, but like I'm not like necessarily excited for Elden Ring.
I am excited for Elden Ring.
Yeah, I mean that's fine to be excited for it. I'm just not necessarily like I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the Life is Strange remaster in February, as well as Ollie Ollie World, which looks really fucking
Ollie
cool.
Ollie World looks awesome.
Looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
March, you got Triangle Strategy.
Sifu. You didn't talk about Sifu.
I don't care about Sifu, but Todd does.
That's my. Sifu is like just give me that, and that game is relatively quick too. I mean, we're getting that in January, February. We're getting that in like probably February. 2 weeks, not even. Yeah, it's like February 8th, I think.
Yeah.
And then Dying Light 2 comes out next month too, which I'm dying to play.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of games in February. Like February is fucking loaded up.
Oh, and Pokemon Arceus? Are you kidding me? Like Mr. Pokemon? Come on, that game
that's the first game I said. Todd hates that game. The game's gonna be fucking great. I hope. I can't wait for that fucking game. It's gonna be so good.
Like I hope.
Well, I mean, I mean, it can still be bad, but like the complaints that like people like you and other people, it looks like whatever, like that. No, that is not even a thought in my brain. It doesn't.
That should be a thought in your brain because like
you don't even know what the game plays or looks like. They've barely shown anything about it.
Oh, I don't care about that. I'm talking about like visually, like it looks like something from like 12 years ago. I'm not talking about like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm talking about this game looks fucking dated. And like that's it already like I don't think the game's all.
Bro, you hate Pokemon. Just you can say you hate Pokemon. We all know you do not like Pokemon.
But I agree with you. But at the same time, this is exactly what I wanted Pokemon to do, was something out of their wheelhouse, like something different.
You're saying that, and like you don't even know that there's like 30 other Pokemon spin-offs where they've done plenty of things out of their wheelhouse. This is actually closer to their wheelhouse than most of their other spin-off games. It's a fucking RPG.
What do you mean, like Pokemon Snap and shit like that? Are you talking about like
Pokemon Pinball?
Yeah, I mean they have like, Pokemon Pinball, Pokemon Snap. They have. I'm talking
about like games that are close to Pokemon though. Like
so like, not games out of their wheelhouse. You just want an open world RPG. Like
no, I just want like something that's not like fucking horrible. Like something.
You've played one Pokemon game. Like I'm so confused.
That's like the most recent Pokemon game, and that is such for me. That's like I'm like this is what people freak out about. Like this game right here.
I mean, it's a solid turn-based.
And I don't want to hear that shit instead of kids every fucking time because only people I see freak out about Pokemon games are adults.
The only person I see freaking out of a Pokemon game is you. You're freaking the fuck out right now.
No, but like I'm saying, like everyone like. Whenever I critique a Pokemon game, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. Like everyone's like, "Well, the game's meant for kids," and I'm like,
I mean, to be fair though, the game is meant for kids. It is a kids game.
Then why do I see so many fucking adults think it's the greatest thing?
Because we grew up on it. I mean, I don't know if listen, you're trying to like make a blanket argument in like a multifaceted direction. Like you're taking one argument and trying to cast it over a large argument, and it's just really not the way to have that conversation. It is a kid's game. It has depth if you want to like really dig into it and like min-max and train and breed Pokemon, but like most people don't play the game that way. The people that like are super into it are playing it that way or playing it competitively, which for them, that's all they care about is the Pokemon that are in the game, how to achieve the perfect IVs, all that stuff. You don't have to play Pokemon. I don't get why you care. Just don't play it.
Which is what I hear is a problem with Arceus, by the way.
Well, I was just I don't know.
Mean?
I mean,
I guess they took a lot of like the like competitive features out of it.
Yeah, because this is gonna be a different style of game.
And they fucking have developers that can fucking barely make these games that they're like spread thin.
Why are we for a game that Todd clearly doesn't like? We're spending way too much time
because this is like Star Wars to me. Like I feel like Star Wars could be so good, but they fuck it up every fucking time. Minus like a couple things in between.
You've played one Pokemon game, so how can you sit here and say they fuck it up every time? You don't even know what you're talking about.
Pokemon game, have I pretty much played every Pokemon game?
What do you want out of a Pokemon game?
I just want to I want something that's beloved by so many people.
No, what do you want out of a Pokemon game?
Just a game that doesn't feel like it's fucking 12 years old.
Yeah, so I'm confused though, because you're mad about people loving this series and loving the franchise. You don't even know what, but you don't even know what they love about it.
I don't get why people like Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's fine, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Horizon is a very overrated game, but like. The people who are saying how they feel about it, that's fine too. What I'm saying to you is
the only person who ever made a good argument against Pokemon was Odell, maybe. Is Odell like the huge Pokemon?
Yes, Odell's
guy?
very into Pokemon. Yes.
Yeah, and he's the only person that ever made me think like, oh, that sounds cool. But
he explained the plot of Pokemon either Black and White or Black and White 1 and 2 or 2 to you. Yeah, what I'm hearing is this: Todd wants an RPG with a good story. Okay, that's not necessarily what Pokemon really ever has been.
My first experience with Pokemon was like, what's the kid's name who you're like is your quote unquote rival in Sword and Shield? Like that dialogue was like literally like
I know, Todd. It's a kid's game. Like it's
like
a fucking kids game.
Stuff, I watch kids shows all the time. The dialogue is leaps and bounds better in every single TV show compared to that Pokemon
Todd,
game.
It's here's what I'm hearing is that you don't care what Pokemon is, and you don't care what makes Pokemon fun and engaging to its majority of its. It doesn't matter what makes it fun and engaging to everyone else because you don't want that. You want a good story.
But what makes it fun and engaging to you?
Nope, that's not.
I'm just asking.
What I'm saying is the game that you want, the game that Todd Gary wants, is not what Pokemon is.
No, I disagree. I just think I'm like.
It's not what you want.
I want to jump into something that's beloved and that like people really enjoy. And I want
yes, you would like to enjoy something that a bunch of people love. I would like that too. Yes,
so
yes, of course. I'd love that too. I tried to watch Arcane. It didn't do anything for me. I'm not sitting here going, oh man, Todd's wrong. All these people are wrong. I'm just going to say, no, Arcane's not for me.
Yeah, but what do you like? What is good about Pokemon to you? Like, what do you think is like?
It is a fun catch Pokemon. Like, I like to collect things in real life. This is a game about collecting shit.
I get that.
Okay. That for a lot of people, that's what the game is. It's just about collecting things. It's fun to collect stuff. It's the same reason why some people
gotta collect them all.
Gotta collect them all. It's the same.
That's why they call it. That's why they say it.
It's the same reason why some people like platformers that are like in the N64 era of platformers, where there's just a bunch of shit to collect and 100% and all that stuff. People also like the monsters. I personally get attached to certain monsters and I roll with them as my team, whatever. If you're the thing that you are looking for is not what the game is going to give you, and that's fine. But you're expecting it to give you something it's not going to give it. It doesn't mean you can't critique the game and say it's good or bad. You're absolutely allowed to do that.
Yeah, I just don't think it does anything that people say. Like, I don't think the RPG elements are good. I don't think the story's good. I don't think the graphics are good. Like, so,
that's
like,
fine.
what's the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's left after all that? And I don't think what I'm saying is crazy.
I'm not saying it's crazy. I'm just saying I think Pokemon at its core is not what you want. Because Pokemon at its core, I would argue, has never been this, like, engaging, engrossing story.
Yeah, I know, I get that, but like a game like DokeV, that game could be a complete bust, could be like absolute trash. But like just watching a trailer for that, I'm like, whoa, shit, and that looks fun. Like shit, like the stuff that's
not even close to the same thing. Like, what are you even saying? You just want Pokemon to look gorgeous? Well, I hate to break it to you, Todd. The Switch is like the The Switch is like the same level of power as like an Xbox 360, so
Oh,
you're not gonna get something that looks
If
gorgeous.
you watch that OKV trailer, it's like so much screen tearing and like shit going on. It doesn't look like it. Like looks cool when everyone's standing still, but like it just
Anyways,
looks like it looks like,
the things we're excited about for 2022, clearly Pokemon Legends is not what Todd is excited about. So let's keep going down the list of what we're excited about. Jen just texted me, "Why are you screaming?"
Are we really streaming? What happened?
I lost my train of thought. March, we got Triangle Strategy, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, I want that too.
Hi.
Mario Rabbids.
Tunic, Mario and Rabbids as well, which is not until I don't think Mario and Rabbids has a release date. Maybe it does now, but Tunic.
I don't think Suicide Squad's coming out this year. I have a feel like I just don't feel like we've seen enough of that game for it to come out this year.
Yeah,
I hope it does. I really hope it does, but I don't think it's coming out.
Jen just texted me, "You sound like a crazy person." Anyways, honestly, probably one of my most anticipated games was initially, but now after seeing the brand new trailer that just came out like earlier this week, Kirby and the Forgotten Land looks fucking incredible. I cannot wait for that fucking game. I think that game, I really hope that game does not disappoint because that game looks so fucking good.
There's no way. It looks like it's going to play great. I don't think that game will disappoint.
And then this is like I separated my list into stuff that has release dates and stuff that then is then supposed to come out this year. Starfield, which I'm not like a big Bethesda RPG guy. Like I would like to play in like more Bethesda games. But I mean, Starfield's coming to Game Pass day one. I'm definitely gonna download it and play it. So I'm hoping that it's a game that hooks me in. And then other stuff I wrote down that is supposed to come out this year, doesn't have hard dates, is the Advanced Wars reboot, which I think at this point might have a solid date, somewhere in the middle of the year. But I'm excited for that because I never played those games initially, and I'm looking forward to those. Those are some solid RTSs. Gotham Knights.
You ever played Advance Wars?
I never played Advanced Wars. I'm really looking forward to that. Gotham Knights, yeah, I think looks really fucking good. Like Gotham Knights is more interesting to me than Justice League is at this. Yeah,
it's another one they've been hush about though. Like there's like very like
yeah.
And when they announced that like a year
3
and a half
years
ago,
ago.
they showed like a good amount of gameplay with it, like of how it's like more RPG but combat, and yeah, it's just been nothing, just radio silence on
I know.
that.
I hope it's good. I'm hopeful for it. A weird one that I'm excited for, but I think could end up being like a really good. Like I think it will sell well regardless, but I think it could end up being like a sleeper hit. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, because not only are like the Lego games just fun in general, but from what I've read about this game this is like kind of not a reboot, but like a retooling of the Lego games like core. So like it's gonna just be like a new engine for these types of games. So I'm sure once this comes out that we'll also get, DC one and a Marvel one and all these other things. But like
I'm just hoping they make a good Lego game, hopefully, finally.
Well, you don't like any of the Lego games?
The only one I liked was the Wii U one.
Oh, like the GTA one?
Yeah, because it was like funny. It had like a great
Yeah.
I mean, they're all kind of quirky and funny, but they were kind of the it's, I don't know. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, I wanted to play more of that game. I think it's called Lego City Undercover.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Lego games always do. I mean, they're fun for what they are. Like they're just fun little platformers. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Metal Slug Tactics is another one I'm really, really looking forward to. Like I love Metal Slug. I love tactics games. It's made by the same people that I believe it's made by .emu, the same people that made Streets of Rage 4 and are helping make the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, which I think it's them in Tribute Games. So yeah, I'm really excited for that one. River City Girls 2, which I still need to finish River City Girls 1, but that game is so good, so I'm excited for the sequel. Sea of Stars, which is like one of my most anticipated games. I cannot fucking wait for that game, which is that new RPG from Sabotage Studio, the people behind The Messenger. Somerville, which looks incredible. I know Todd is also excited for that one.
Yo, you're missing one of the most important games coming out next year.
You mean this year?
I mean, yeah, sorry, Jesus, Splatoon 3, baby.
I mean, I haven't gotten there yet, but yeah,
Go.
I'm excited for Splatoon 3. That's probably on top of Mike's list.
You didn't mention Gollum, did you?
I did not get there yet. No,
Oh, I
I
forgot
don't know
about
how I
Gollum.
feel about that game. We haven't. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of it, and it could not be good.
I mean, probably, but you get to play as Gollum, which is like the weirdest
Yes.
idea
Yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, I'll definitely check it out unless it looks really bad before it comes out. But that's definitely something. Obviously, the actual most anticipated game for me, if it does come out this year, is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, because that's still what the game is called, the sequel to Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I mean, I don't need to say anything else about that game.
I just want them to take as much time as possible.
Yeah, I literally that game come out in
Don't
5
even
years
think.
from now. I don't
Yeah,
care.
same. Yeah, and I'll be just take as much fucking time.
Yep.
Which they are, they are.
Yeah, exactly. They know they're not gonna fucking rush that game out. She Dreams Elsewhere, which is another game that's been kind of slowly just getting worked on in the background. I believe is supposed to finally come out this year, so I'm excited for that RPG. Terra Nil, which is a game that Jesse Vitelli, friend of the show, put me onto. I believe it's a Devolver Digital game, or at least it's published by them. It's like, you'd probably actually like this game, Todd. It is like a reverse city builder where like it's
that looks good.
Yes,
Yeah, no, I
it's
saw
like
that.
procedurally
Yeah.
generated like wasteland that you have to then like rebuild into like a like flourishing environment with like plants and buildings and all this stuff. Like it looks really fucking good. After Love EP, which is another indie game that is like a part part RPG, part rhythm game. It looks so fucking unique. I really, really hope it is good, because it looks like it mixes a lot of stuff that I really love with it. Redfall, which we've barely seen anything. It's supposed to come out this year. If it comes out, I think it could be a really fun co-op game set in Massachusetts, which gives it a little bonus points. And then Marvel's Midnight Suns, which I never played an XCOM game, but I do like those styles of games, and it's Marvel stuff, so hopefully it is good. But I know I just rambled and said a lot of things. I don't know if anyone else has other things they want to bring up or comment on, or things they want to double down on that I brought up.
You know, excited for Sonic Frontiers? I don't know what that one is.
Yo, they're ripping off Kirby.
I am excited to see more of that game, because it's supposed to be an open world Sonic game, and like the brief glimpse they showed us, the CGI trailer looks gorgeous. I hope it is good, because I would love to run around in a 3D environment and just love to play a good Sonic game.
Let's see.
Shredder's Revenge, you didn't bring up.
What game?
Shredder's Revenge.
I didn't know if that was coming out this year. I'm
what
super
game is
excited
it?
for that. The
I
new
believe
Ninja
it's
Turtles
supposed to
game.
Oh yeah, I thought that was coming out sooner.
That game looks
Surprised.
fucking gorgeous.
The other one that I just saw while I was scrolling was Flashback is getting a sequel.
Oh, I didn't
That's
know
supposed
that.
to come out this year, which
didn't know
is really weird to me, but I'm excited to play that.
Did you finish the first one? I never played the first one.
I don't think I ever beat it.
Let's see. I did want to play Multiverses.
There's a game coming out for Xbox.
Multiverses?
There's a game coming out for Xbox that I'm really excited about. That's like Flashback, basically. I forget what it's called though. You're like in a dystopian world. Like it's like very like stylistic, but like it's pixelated art. I can forget what the game is called.
I don't know.
I'm not excited for Dragon Ball The Breakers, but I'm just fascinated by it as a concept.
I am also not excited for that game, but the idea of that game is funny to me. Explain it, Mike, for people who don't know what you're talking about.
It's essentially Dead by Daylight with Dragon Ball Z characters, and with that alone, it's like interesting, because I think that initial trailer showed Cell as the killer, so to speak.
I think that is the whole game. I think it is just Cell. I think it's just civilians running from Cell.
It's Cell, but I think there are other ones. I forget who the other. It's an asymmetrical whatever. I forget who the other choices were besides Cell. let's say Boo, let's say Majin Buu, because I think that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head that would work in that capacity. Yeah, but that idea fascinated me just because I know Imperfect Cell was one of those characters that was actually kind of scary to me when I was younger. I was like, oh, this guy's fucking weird. He sticks his tail on you and sucks your insides out. Like, the fuck? And you have to play as the underpowered characters. You're not playing as, your Gokus and your Vegetas and your Gohans and basically anyone else who's either Saiyan or Namekian. You have to play as fucking Bulma or Oolong or Yamcha, who is also just a joke. So yeah, it made sense like that. I don't know if it's actually going to be a good game. I don't play Dead by Daylight, so I don't really know how asymmetrical games like that even work.
Listen, it could have a healthy player base, because I'll say this, like, there's definitely like a large enough following to a game like Dead by Daylight where it gets DLC and it gets these like partnership DLCs that are like properties that they're spending.
Wait, what game are you talking about right now?
Dead by Daylight. Like Dead by Daylight like gets like
it to?
Dragon Ball Z The Breakers.
Oh, so it's like that's the same style as Dead by Daylight?
Well, apparently Todd pulled a mic and didn't listen to anything you said, Mike.
No,
yes.
I heard it,
yes.
I'm sure as soon as I started talking, Todd checked out, and I get it.
I don't think Dragon Ball Z and like fucking Dead by Daylight kind of style game makes any sense. But I think the what's it called?
I will send you the first trailer for it.
Dead by Daylight.
So the killers are Cell, Frieza, and Boo.
Okay. I figured Frieza was one of them too, but I couldn't remember offhand. But I knew Boo, or I felt more confident in Boo.
But here's where this game could have like a really sneaky, backdoor success and be a kind of a cult, at the bare minimum, a cult hit for Bandai Namco, who I'm assuming is making the game because I think they just have the rights to Dragon Ball. But Dead by Daylight, and so there's some other games that have a following, but I don't think not as big as Dead by Daylight. But like I said, Dead by Daylight gets these, cross-branded DLC that, clearly means that there's a big enough player base to warrant them continuing to go after these deals. But it's a horror game, so it automatically pushes certain people as, I'll never play this game because it's a horror game. Dragon Ball Breakers is not going to be a horror game, but it will be that same style of game. So if the game is good and it can kind of catch some fire, it could be a sneaky success for them, because
what game do you think is going to be bigger? That game that you're saying now, or the Evil Dead game that's coming out that is exactly the same fucking thing?
Yeah, but again, you're missing what I'm saying, is that Dragon Ball Breakers isn't going to be scary. At least not like traditional
the concept
scary.
of the game. Yeah, the concept of the game is scary.
Yes, yeah, you're being chased by another player, but it's not. He's gonna kill you and hang you on a hook and let your blood dry out. He's gonna, I don't know, fucking Kamehameha you to the moon, which is, I would argue, less scary than
has there ever been
a killer chasing you, huh?
Besides Dragon Ball Fighters, has there ever been a good Dragon Ball Z game?
I mean,
I'm sure some of the
good.
are well
decent, like playable. Like,
yeah, I mean, there are people that go to bat for like some of the Budokai games, some of the other fighting games. I mean, I don't think they're good games. I think all like anime fighting games in that style are not good, in my opinion.
Fucking Oolong can actually shapeshift in the game?
Yeah, but I don't think it's specific to him. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe.
Yeah, that would make him way overpowered. He'd be the odd job of the game.
Yeah, I don't like. Do the other characters also have like special things that they can do?
I think all the characters, either they all have unique ones, or there's just abilities across the board that all the survivors, I don't know what they're actually called in this game, have.
Yeah. They get some capsule core fucking bracelet that probably gives them the power to do some bullshit.
Yeah, probably.
Which is fine.
There's definitely been more released about the game that I just never followed up on.
Yeah, same. I mean, if it comes to Game Pass, I'll play it. I probably will not buy that game, but if it comes to Game Pass, sure. Anything else? Anybody else got any other things they want to drop here before we wrap things up?
I got a couple. Unless Tom's got some.
I think we said most of the ones that I'm ready for.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
couple that I don't know if are coming out. Little Devil Inside. I've been waiting for that for
Oh
a
yeah,
while.
that game does look
I
really
feel like
good.
that just, I don't know, but I haven't heard anything from it. Forsaken, that PlayStation exclusive. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm down for
Forspoken?
that one. Forspoken,
Yeah,
sorry.
I
Yeah.
think that is supposed to come out
Um,
this year.
yeah, that comes
The
out this
Square
year.
Enix game you play as a girl.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure
The
it's coming out this year.
Callisto Project, which is like just give me another somewhat style game like Dead Space, and
Hmm.
that I'm excited for that. Replaced is the game I was trying to think of. That's the one for it's an Xbox exclusive. If you Google it right now, you'll know exactly what it is immediately. And then Scorn, if Scorn ever comes out, because that was supposed to come out like that was. I thought that was supposed to be a launch title for Xbox.
Yeah, this Replace game, I don't know if I'll have to watch the trailer. If I play it right now, it's going to play
I
audio on the
think
podcast. I'll watch it after.
They showed it on at like the most recent E3 for like the
Yeah.
Xbox showcase.
Oh, you know what? The website picture looks familiar, so maybe
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking
It's
about.
very like when he said flashback, it's like it made
It
me
looks
think of
like
that
that,
game. It's
yeah.
like the same style. Yeah.
I think this is like potentially a solid year for games. I mean, among the stuff that we've already brought up and talked about, I mean, there's obviously Todd and I feel a certain way at the current moment, but like Horizon Zero Dawn sequels coming out this year. Is God of War supposed to come out this year, or did it get
Oh
pushed?
yeah, God of War. Yeah, no, God of War's supposed to come out this year.
So I mean, like, even if it's just these games, God of War, Horizon, Breath of the Wild 2, Starfield, Redfall, like even if it's just those games for like heavy hitters, like that's kind
It's
of
a
a
sim.
heavy big time year right there. Like that's a lot of games. Plus I mean,
Mike just put me on another game coming out this year.
oh yeah, what's that?
It's a sim.
I
It's a
am
sim game.
Jesus Christ. Yes.
wait, is that? I think I've seen. Is that's not a game that's been out for a while, right? Or is it coming to console or something?
I don't know. It says coming 2022.
Oh man, I think
I
I've
hate the
seen like
PC.
clips of that game. If that's the game I'm thinking of.
Walk in the footsteps of Jesus in this
Yes,
incredible
it's
first-person
100%.
retelling of the story of Christ.
Yes, that's 100% what I've seen.
Oh dear.
It's on Steam right now, isn't it?
Become the Messiah in I Am Jesus Christ.
Become the Messiah.
I'm watching this game play now. He's just performing miracles.
Is it the one where
Right.
he's sitting at the table like this with all like is it apostles of beside? Yes, okay,
Yeah.
I've seen that game. Like I think it's on Steam right now.
I like how the first thing that pops up is people also asked, is I Am Jesus Christ a real game?
Oh man, I love it. It seems like he's fighting the devil quite a bit in it.
Yeah, you need to have an antagonist.
Yeah. I think he's fighting an old lady too, or maybe a leper. I can't tell.
All right.
I don't think that's canonical.
Did we get to everything we needed to get to?
God, I hope so.
Well, that means it's the time of the show where we play everyone's favorite new game, What's in the Box. And since the year is new, we have reset the scoreboards, and currently we have a 3-way tie, 4-way tie if you want to count my stumps. Again, never trying to get stumps. They just they happen from time to time. Right now, it's a 1-point tie across the board. So for those of you who are tuning in for the first time or unaware of what this is, every week I will pull 3 games off of my shelf and I'll read the back of the box. The panel has to guess what that game is. Whoever gets it first gets the point. If no one gets it, I get a stump. Again, I'm not trying to get stumps, but sometimes they just happen. Without further ado, what's in the box?
I'm just looking at the trailer for
Trailer?
I Am Jesus Christ still,
Yeah.
You have like,
It's great.
you have like a miracle bar. You can only perform so many miracles.
Game 1.
Yikes,
Oh,
the crucifixion scene is
The crucifixion.
what is happening?
It's not over. It's not over after that. There's still one more thing.
I'm done with it. Do I have to go back in?
Most anticipated.
He has to leave the tomb.
Blank blank changes everybody.
Everybody or everybody?
Everybody?
I thought you said
Oh.
every
So
body.
basically, is it everybody one word or everybody two
It is
words?
two
Everybody
words.
Body.
It is two
Okay.
words. Everybody.
Okay.
Blank Blank is an open world action adventure story set in blank blank. A megalopolis obsessed with power, glamour, and body modification.
Cyberpunk 2077?
Wow, I thought Todd was gonna snipe the shit out of this.
I heard glamour, and I'm like, fuck. Why am I blanking?
When
right
you
now?
Todd,
Yeah.
when you said everybody, I was like, fuck,
I was gonna say
Mike.
Wii Fit.
Mike over here taking the early lead.
How did you know?
Honestly, that was just a shot. That was a shot in the dark because I've been drinking.
Listen,
Yeah, but what brought that to your fucking head?
I'll say this. To be fair, you do not get penalized for guessing the wrong game, so you should take the shot in the dark before someone else does.
No, of course. Yeah, no, I just don't understand how Mike even that. What's the game that came to his head?
It's so funny because in my head I'm like, I only own this game on Stadia. Does this game have box art? What's going on? That was my thought process.
Listen, Mike's a pro gamer. You guys need to fucking step up.
For real.
Game number 2. What's in the box? Blank and friends assemble. From the creators of Blank Blank,
Whoa, what the fuck?
Blank Blank, and Blank Blank. A dark shadow has spread across Blank Blank. A new power is rising, and this time, an entire squad of superheroes must stand.
Marvel's Avengers.
Marvel's the Avengers.
I heard Todd and Dom, and that is incorrect. Mike, what did you say?
I also said Avengers.
Oh, then yes, you're all incorrect. Create your own superhero and use your incredible abilities to save the town.
DC Heroes. I forget what that fucking MMO game's called.
DC
I was thinking
Universe
the same
Online.
thing.
DC Universe Online.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Develop your mysterious superhero backstory. Fight epic battles with a new combat system.
Beautiful Joe.
No.
Wonderful 101.
No.
I was thinking that too. Yeah, that's. I don't know why that game keeps on popping.
All
in my
the
head.
superhero games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Recruit other heroes as your buddies. Bonus content. Blank. Your gaming bud.
Bang.
Lego something or other.
It's not a game.
All I got.
Anything else?
Yes. Game Informer Best in Show 2016.
Oh, okay.
IGN
We're doing 2016.
Best RPG E3 2017.
RPG baby.
And that is
Is it?
the box.
Fuck. I feel like those last two things you said are pretty big deals.
Game Informer Best in Show 2016. Role playing. IGN Best RPG Best of E3 2017.
Can you read the first line again?
Blank and friends assemble.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1, 2, 3. Because I don't know.
It's not-
fucking
That's
think any of them are RPGs,
that's
but I like
a
it.
cheating way to give that answer, and no, it
Yeah.
is not
There's so
that.
I feel like there's been a time where I've said a game and then someone else is like, oh, it's like, fuck.
You gotta say the right game. From the creators of Blank Blank.
Wait, that was 2016 though. That doesn't even make sense, my answer.
Mhm. From the creators of Blank Blank, Blank Blank, and Blank Blank.
Oh.
I feel like this one's going to be so easy too. We're going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. A
There's
dark.
a lot of stuff omitted though. That's the problem.
Yes.
Well, I
exactly.
definitely can't unomit that sentence. I'll see if I can.
That's fair.
No, the things that I have omitted, if I reveal any of them, will tell you what the game is.
Can you give us a console yet? I don't know.
Does everybody want the console?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The game that I am holding
Multiplat.
is on Xbox One, but that is not the only place this game is available.
Okay.
Multiplat, okay.
I feel like if I give you the developer, it would be too
You'll
much of
give
a
it
hint.
away.
I can tell you
Give me
this.
the developer.
It is a sequel.
I gathered as much because they made blank, 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 and blank, blank.
Well, it's from the creators of Mike. They could have made other things that were not tied to this.
I doubt it. These people fucking suck. I don't know them, but I feel like they're a one-trick pony as far as I'm concerned.
What other games came out in 2016? I'm trying to think.
A dark shadow has spread across blank blank.
Blank.
A new power is rising, and this time, an entire squad of superheroes must stand. And I will iterate because I did not say it. You need to give me the full title for this game.
Are we being thrown off because we think it's like a Marvel or a DC game, and it's just?
I feel like I don't know. Have you named
Potential.
all of the Marvel DC games?
I don't know. Like I'm
No.
trying. I don't know what I'm.
I
Forgetting.
mean, would have had to have come out around 2016, 2017. So I feel like you probably have maybe already named the Marvel DC games that would have existed. So
Did you say
maybe
it was
it's
co-op?
not.
And when you read this, was it co-op or no?
I did not read if it was or wasn't co-op, but it is a single player game.
Okay.
I can give you another clue, but that might be too
Arkham
much of a
Knight?
clue.
Is it Arkham Knight?
I'll give you this clue. It is not a DC game, and it is not a Marvel game. I thought I made that
Well,
clear.
it's create your own superhero, which
Yeah.
You don't do that in any of those games.
No.
Well, I mean, I think you could create your own
the
in the
MMOs,
DC
yeah.
universe.
Yeah, but am I holding a box for an MMO?
I don't. We already said the MMO anyways, so
Yeah.
Yeah, like that came out like
Yeah.
way before 2016 too.
It's an RPG superhero thing where you make your own superhero, and
Yo, I'm gonna kick
Rosie
myself
Platt.
when I don't get
was there?
this.
Oh, that's not really RPG though.
I am
have all the
pretty
pieces.
sure at least two of you have played a game in
Yeah,
this
I'm sure.
series. I'm
Okay,
pretty
so
sure all
one
three of you
two-
have. No, Mike, I'm pretty sure you have to. Or you maybe at least own it. You definitely know this game exists, Mike.
Do I know it
probably
exists?
do. I'm a learned man.
Todd, I'm pretty sure you and Dom have both played this game. I don't
Yeah,
know if
I'm
you've
gonna
finished
say
it, but I'm
that.
pretty sure you've both
Yeah,
played
right.
it.
2016. I'm trying. You know what? Was that when did Overwatch launch? 2016. So like, it's just probably. I never paid attention to anything. Like everything's a blur from like 2016 to like 2019, 2020.
Yet another.
blame
Here,
Overwatch.
I will give you
Overwatch.
another hint. That will maybe be too much of a hint. It
Yeah,
is based on
A true story.
an intellectual property outside of video
An
games.
IP.
So,
Harry Potter.
so
and
what
the-
this is based on is not originally a video game. So it is
based on-
a licensed
Oh,
game.
Hancock the video game.
There it is.
Got him. I
The
think
Cape,
you, I think
the
you got a
video
stump
game.
on your hand.
Gonna have to pull up the stump card here if no one can get this. I'm actually disappointed. This is surprising to me. So
Yeah.
it was surprising that Mike got Cyberpunk. It is very surprising that no one is getting this.
I feel like there's so many blanked words. I
Yeah, it's
can't.
tough.
Sure,
think of any-
I will unblank the first word, and it's gonna be. I'm telling you right now, Mike is gonna get it right away.
I might get it. Go ahead.
You want Mike to take a
I'll cover
commanding
my
lead?
ears.
Yeah, why not?
The safest thing for me to omit is the first blank.
Okay.
But it's still going to give it away, and Mike's going to be the first one to get it. I promise you, Mike is the first person to get it.
More
Okay, so
power
it's
to
Harry
him.
Potter.
It's Heroes, the video game.
Do you want me to reveal the first sentence with no blank?
That's 2016. Hero. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean,
That's fine.
I don't have that much confidence in myself, so it'll be fun.
It's too much of a clue. It literally gives you the name of the character. I can't do it.
Brendan wants.
Oh.
Brendan's not all about stumps, but he won't. We're literally.
No, I don't want.
him to reveal.
Here's the thing. I don't want the stump. I just don't want the cheap point because it's just gonna. Actually, it might go to Dom. Dom might actually pull it out quicker because he might be quick
I'm not
to the
gonna guess.
quick to the.
Unless I'm
trigger
really
here.
Like,
Yeah.
But I will say that you do have to get the full title, so that could also throw a wrench in whoever answers right away.
I historically cannot get full titles.
All right, well, I'll just say the first sentence without omitting it. I'm not going to unomit the rest of the words because then it just gives it away completely because it says what the property is.
Right.
Coon and friends assemble.
Oh, so it's South Park.
Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, there
Told
it
you.
is.
Oh yes,
It's
yeah,
literally just given a free point.
Yeah, I did. I still though I didn't even. That was
So
not on my radar.
Dom and Mike.
I don't know why you're like surprised that we weren't getting that. Why would we think of South Park when literally all the back art was about superheroes?
It's funny when
it was like it.
He immediately said South Park, but all I could think of was Stick of Truth. I was like, what was the other game called?
That was
Yeah,
the
I
first
couldn't
game, yeah.
remember the name, man.
But
Really.
like this is like a like
Yeah, I beat it.
I figured but I also figured like it is a award-winning RPG that people love. So it's just like when I took DC and Marvel off the plate, I figured it really can't go other places. I'm telling you, all three of you know this game. I figured it would have been a slam dunk.
If it's not DC and Marvel, it has to be South Park.
No, but it's a game the three of you play.
Yeah, I beat it like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I probably beat it in 2016.
It came out for Xbox. Xbox was it? What? It came out for.
It was Xbox
The Stick
One.
of Truth.
It was Xbox
The Stick of Truth was a 360 game, but it also got ported forward.
No, but one of these games came out like right at the tail end of. Was that Stick of Truth? Was the one that came out right at the?
Yeah,
was
and
like
it got ported
right-
forward.
Okay.
And
This
if you
actually
bought
comes with
Fractured
the game. It
yeah,
says right
it
here.
would come with.
The third and final game, Todd. You really got to try to tie this leaderboard up, or it's going to go to Mike and Dom for the
I
week.
give up.
It got ported to Switch last year.
It did.
Fractured Butthole.
This world doesn't need a hero. It needs a professional. Become a blank. One of the last monster slayers for hire.
In Helsing.
No.
If Brenden had that game, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Listen, I have games that I could read that you'd be like, why do you own that game?
Yeah, I'm sure I do too, but still.
Track down the child of prophecy. A living weapon capable of untold destruction. You do not need to give me the full title of this game.
Bullshit. Anything else? Is that it?
Journey through war-torn kingdoms and slay legendary creatures.
I am blanking at the
Child
title.
of Prophecy.
I have a name right now in my head, and I'm going to be so mad that I can't come up with it. Oh, Dragon Quest?
I mean,
Do I have to? You said I didn't have to give full thing, so I'm just asking.
you need to at least give me a number.
Dragon Quest 10. I don't know what.
Yeah,
11.
it's not that.
Okay, Dragon Quest Builders.
No.
Okay.
Journey
So Dragon
through
Quest?
Oh, sorry, I already said that.
Dragon
Explore
Quest 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, I'm like, can I do that? Like, you said
I mean,
didn't have to
sure,
give
you
the
can
full
do that,
title.
but
No.
it's not those. Explore towns rife with corruption and sail to untamed isles, home to clans of seafaring warriors in a world descending into turmoil. Your actions shape history.
Is it?
Waterworld the game.
No.
Yeah. I actually am thinking of something else now, and it's really bothering me because I don't know the name, and it's going to bother me.
Massive open world adventure.
Zelda Wind Waker?
No. I will read some tidbits from the front of the box to give you some more clues.
Oh.
Over 200 awards.
The Witcher 3.
My man. Dom pulling ahead.
I literally was thinking The Witcher 3 very early on, and I was like, I don't know the whole story behind the game because I still haven't played it.
So the reason why I said, like, when you were saying Dragon Quest with no numbers, Todd, is that this is Witcher 3, but it's also Wild Hunt, and I've, like, no one needs to say Wild Hunt.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I would have said Wild Hunt if you had asked me for more.
This fucking guy going for double points. So that wraps the week up. Dom taking a commanding lead with 3 points. Mike not far behind with 2. Todd rounding out the leaderboard with 1 point. So
yeah, but he still has bonus points from last.
He's got those
He
max
still has
pain
bonus
points.
For Max
I
Payne.
didn't say it.
He's got those max. He got the MPP max pain points.
Part of me was hoping you'd pull out the back of the box of Horizon.
Oh shit! I should have did that tonight. We'll see. Maybe that'll come up soon. That's a hint now. I can't do that. But anyways, that just about wraps us up here with episode 295 of the Pass Control Podcast. You're a friend of the show, fan of the show, want to help support the show. You can do that in a bunch of different ways. Share the show, leave a review. It really helps us. Subscribe to the show. Follow us on social media. Follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/passcontroller. Find everything we do at passcontroller.io. You can find me at bgroom. You can find Mike at _MycoPath, Todd at Toddy_by_nature, and Dom at PTC_OneLittleSpark. And thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode 295 of the Pass Controller Podcast.